The countdown to Diddy's highly anticipated trial is on, and his legal team is making some major moves. With just over 2 months left, they're doing everything possible to turn the case in their favor. Let's rewind a bit. Remember those headline-grabbing raids last year? Federal agents stormed Diddy's Miami and California homes, seizing a ton of stuff. Phones, laptops, cameras, and yes, even baby oil. The feds didn't leave anything behind. But now, Diddy's attorneys are firing back. They're coming for the search warrants, claiming the government twisted the truth to get them. According to his team, federal agents made false statements and presented a distorted narrative when applying for those warrants. They've officially filed a motion to suppress all the evidence gathered, arguing that the entire case could be built on misleading information. Things are heating up, and this legal battle is just getting started. Now, let's dive into the latest twist involving attorney Tony Buzbee, who's grabbing headlines after being barred from practicing law in the Southern District of New York. And here's the kicker: that's exactly where most of his cases against Diddy were based. According to court documents, Buzbee's suspension came after he dropped the ball by failing to get the proper authorization before filing his application for admission to the district court in January 2025. But that's not all. There are also serious claims of misconduct tied to his filing process. These issues didn't sit well with the Committee on Grievances, leading them to take disciplinary action. This unexpected shakeup could seriously impact the cases he's been working on. So what does this mean for Tony Buzbee's cases against Sean P. Diddy Combs? Well, we're about to break it all down for you. As of late last week, Diddy's team is down one top attorney. Defense attorney Anthony Rico abruptly requested to withdraw from Sean Combs' case. On Friday, attorney Anthony Rico submitted this letter to Judge Subramanian. On September 22, 2024, I was retained by the defendant Sean Combs to serve as his counsel, and I have served as his counsel since that time. A notice of appearance was filed in our court on September 29, 2024. This declaration is submitted in support of the annexed notice of motion for my withdrawal as counsel, as is required under the Southern District of New York local court rules. For the reasons set forth below, this motion for withdrawal is filed so that Sean Combs may move forward with his defense and commence jury selection and trial without any delay. Although I have provided Sean Combs with a high level of legal representation expected by the court, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs consistent with the ABA for criminal justice. This motion for withdrawal of counsel, if granted, will not result in a delay. Sean Combs will continue to be represented by 5 other attorneys of record. Honestly, it looks like attorney Anthony Rico saw the ship sinking and jumped off before it dragged him down too. Think about it. Rico's had access to evidence the public hasn't seen, and that's probably why Diddy's legal team is scrambling to suppress it. Clearly, there's something big they don't want getting out. Right now, Diddy's facing an uphill battle, trying to balance on shaky ground with 1 foot and a couple of toes still hanging on. From where things stand, it's not looking like he's gonna come out of this unscathed. Let's get into the latest twist involving attorney Tony Buzbee, who has now been barred from practicing law in the Southern District of New York, which is exactly where most of Diddy's cases are based. Talk about bad timing. Buzbee isn't just any lawyer in this case. He's been front and center, holding that massive press conference claiming to represent 120 clients. Yep, you heard that right. 120 clients, half male, half female, with some reportedly minors at the time of the alleged essay. He's been everywhere. TMZ appearances, interviews on multiple platforms, doing everything to stay in the spotlight. But there's one crucial stop he missed: the Southern District of New York Courthouse. Buzbee failed to submit the proper pro-hack vice application required to practice in that district. And on February 13th, the Committee on Grievances reviewed his petition and flat out denied it. Now, Buzbee's scrambling to fix the mistake. He's finally filed the necessary paperwork and is anxiously waiting to see if the court will let him in. Will this blunder derail his efforts against Diddy, or can he bounce back just in time? Now, let's speak about the main event. Diddy's attorneys just recently filed a motion seeking to suppress evidence that were found in Diddy's homes, on his person, on his phones, on his computers, and much more. In this document, Diddy's attorneys argue that the government misrepresented key facts when applying for the search warrants. According to them, the government is required to be honest and transparent when seeking warrants to search someone's property. But that wasn't the case here. For example, Diddy's team claims that some alleged victims may have willingly participated in those infamous freak-offs, a detail conveniently left out. They also allege that the government failed to mention potentially exculpatory text messages exchanged between Diddy and the accusers. Could this missing information turn the tide in Diddy's favor? Diddy's legal team isn't holding back. They're accusing the government of charging ahead with a damn the torpedoes attitude, rushing the prosecution without following proper legal procedures. According to them, federal agents hurriedly gathered evidence and misrepresented facts in a way that misled the judge, preventing a fair decision on whether there was even enough cause to conduct those searches. In their own words, Diddy's attorneys argue, for the foregoing reasons, this court should suppress the evidence and all fruits obtained from the warrants to search Combs' residences, his person, his iCloud account, and his devices. But let's be real, Diddy's team is already down an attorney, the evidence doesn't seem to be swinging in his favor, and let's not forget the bombshell from Cassie. She accused Diddy of abuse. He denied it, claiming she just wanted money, but then that video dropped, showing otherwise. So is this the end of the road for Diddy, or can his legal team pull off a miracle? I'm curious to hear what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments, and then we'll dive into the discussion down there.